burada oturuyorlar. Everybody is here. Hello. Bunlar sizin bu arada herhangi bir sorunuz olursa lütfen sorun. Biz de size cevaplamaya çalışacağız. Yanımızda Türkçe okuyan arkadaşlarımız da var. Onlar da sizin mesajlarınızı okuyacaktır. Okay. Buradan takip edersiniz. Eğer biri okursa bize söylersiniz. Evet, hoş geldiniz.
Evet, şöyle tekrar göstereyim. Ayrım şeklini gördünüz. Aynı şekilde.
As you have seen the section he has to is the same as he showed you on the board, how he's sectioning the hair and then how he's wrapping that hair around the tongue to make that nice wave. Az önceki şeyi söylediğiniz tutanı bir şey söylemiştiniz.
Ucunda yani şunu anlatmaya çalıştım. Hani sararken ilk önce şu ucunu kıvırıyorum ya. Kıvırmadığında ne oluyor? Bu tutamda gösterdim. Yani önce eksik yaptığımızda ne oluyor görmek için.
Yani bunu çekmediğinizde ne olur?
Evet, onu gösterdim. Ucunu şimdi şunu sıklarımızı sıktık.
First of all, when you take one section in your hands, always comb it to the ends and wrap it around your hands first to make it that shape, the hair smooth is going on it before you put it on the tongue. So, regardless if you're doing the Hollywood blow dry or if you're doing the curls around the tongue, always comb the hair first. Roost to the ends to make sure it's nice to smooth the cuticle, wrap it around your finger and then put the tongue and that hair will look much better.
Yani şu işlemi yapmadım onda, o tutamda.
Evet.
Dolayısıyla uçlarındaki farkı görecekler.
Şimdi yapmadınız.
Şunda yapmadım.
So, one of them, he hasn't done it and the rest of them, he has done it. He's going to show you the difference between the one he's done it in and hasn't done it. Because yesterday he was here, he was doing the Hollywood blow dry, and personally I've been doing hairdressing for 25 years. Barbering started, and I started in 2003, the ladies hairdressing here in Morville College. Then I went to Tony and Guy, and then I've become the master color expert with Wella. And even though I have been hairdresser for a long time, as soon as I was taking the hair in my hands, Hollywood blow dry, and I was obviously blow drying the hair 70%, and then blow drying the hair. And he says to me, stop, don't do that. He says, brush it first, after you're 70% dry, brush it first with a brush, take it close to the ends, wrap it around the brush with your hands, smooth the cuticle, and then I've done that, and when I left the hair, it was beautiful, nice curls, and smooth from roots to the ends. So it wasn't just, before, I was blow drying, sometimes it was giving the end of the hair more frizzy, it doesn't come very smooth, but once I've done that, the hair was much, much better. Small technique, but it's make huge difference. So that is showing you that even the 25 years you still can learn some things. So we're always learning. Trust me, nobody's perfect. We're always learning. So never says I can't learn anything. We're always something's there. Even if you're taking one thing from here today, that's the benefit to us to learn from it.
Mahsus böyle hatalı şeyler göstereceğim ki küçük şeyler, detaylarla nasıl daha iyi sonuçlar elde edebiliyoruz.
His deliberately is trying to show some the one doing wrongly and some doing right, and he's mixing together, and then he's going to be telling you which one was wrong, which one is right. Ama bence bunu baştan ben bunu hatalı yapıyorum, buna doğru yapıyorum dediğinizde ona göre de onları görüyorsun.
Şimdi şu şeyi hareketine dikkat etsek devamlı elimle bu şekilde yapıyorum.
Kör yaptıktan sonra.
Yani ucunu elektriklenmesi. Taradıkça mesela o zaman hafif böyle bir elektrik oluşuyor. Elimizin nemi şu hareketi yaptıkça onun elektrikten bir freeze alıyor.
As you know, it's our hands. Our body always has the sebum oil, natural oil, the moisture in our hands. So when you're curling the hair, every time you try to take that hair with your hands down, so basically you're taking that elasticity from the hair and smooth it down better. So when you don't do that, you will see a lot of that, the elasticity is coming from the hair is going up. Well, if you do that, you're taking that from it. It's making better smooth.
Şöyle en ucunda bir iki tel tutuyorum.
Saç görünmüyor diyorlar.
Mahsus göstermiyorum.
Ha.
Şaka yapıyorum.
Evet, göstereceğiz. Merak etmeyin. Maşa mı diyor?
Evet.
Maşa, evet. Sorusu olanlar soruyor. Saçlarım çok dökülüyor diyor. Onu başka zaman bu soruyu
Başka bir
cevaplarız.
zaman, evet.
Şu an bir topuz eğitimi veriyoruz. Hollywood film çekiyoruz. Kesinlikle bütün sorularınızı tekrar Adnan Hoca'ya sorabilirsiniz. Evet, göremiyoruz diyor. Onu Adnan Hoca mahsus size göstermiyor diyor şakadan.
Şimdi bakın şu şekilde bir şey çıkıyor.
As you can see, aesthetic wise, also the shape is looking so nice when you're taking that kind of round. It's not only because of the hair, is not only is the hair is going to fall better, but also is look more different than everybody else. So that's really aesthetic wise is quite nice.
Bir de saçın miktarı, hani buradaki aldığım miktarla buradaki miktar hepsi aşağı aynı olması lazım.
Yeah. So also, as much as you can, every section you take and try to, as much as you can, to be similar size, similar kind of amount of the hair. So
Şu kalınlık çok önemli.
yeah. So this amount of thickness is really good when you're holding it. That's especially when you're wrapping around the tongue. So all becomes the same. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course you can hold it. You can check.
Burada tabii bu saçta bu kadar kalken yoğunluk kalıyorum. Başka bir saçta daha az olabilir, saç daha çok olabilir.
Of course, the amount of the hair, the thickness you're seeing there, is based on how coarse the hair, how fine it is. So sometimes the thickness can be more if the hair is fine. It may look like it's big, but when you're holding the hair, it's the same kind of thickness. So the course of the hair is dependent on
Even
the...
from the roots?
Yeah, from roots sometimes can be more wider
Yeah.
if the hair is very fine.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so think it could be the same as this size,
So
but
we
if the
should
hair is,
check the size from the roots, this one, near to the root.
so the amount of the hair is in your hand, that thickness you just hold it, that is the important. So that amount of the hair have to go inside. So, but if the hair, the thickness you're taking, let's say one person has thicker hair and one person has fine hair, and you took same amount, same amount, but this person's hair, when you're holding it, it's become like your finger, it's so thin looking, the other person's very thick looking, so you have to balance it. Otherwise, that too thick is when you're wrapping around the tongue, you're not going to get better curls. And the one is too thin, it's going to be too curly when you wrap it around. So, to be balanced correctly.
Aslında bütün hepsini aynı şekilde sarıyorum. Eğer bu tutardan sonra denemek isteyen varsa bir kişi deneyebilir.
Yeah. So, he's wrapping all the hair exactly the same way. He's going to give a chance if anybody would like to try one section by itself and come to do it, more than welcome, they can try. Yeah. And then we all learn it. So if anybody wants to decide to come and take its tongue and try it, don't be shy. Do it.
Can I try?
Of course you can. Yeah. Deneyecek bizim kızımız. Müşterimiz. sorusu olan var mı? Şu an.
Sadece neresi burası diye soruldu. İşte
Ee,
Birmingham Ankara'ya dedim.
Verirsiniz.
Maşanın markasını soruyorlar. Ne kadar yakışıklısın.
Adnan abi birileri sen ne kadar yakışıklısın diye yazmış. Ya.
Çok iyi.
Bilmem bana mı yazmış, sana mı yazmış?
Sana yazdım.
I'm left-handed. I don't know if it makes a difference. Left-handed.
Kesinlikle
Okay,
Adnan
that's
abi
good.
yazmış.
Actually,
Okay.
please, because
Hello.
there is a
Welcome.
ironic
Thank you.
çok güzel bir şey yaşıyoruz şu anda. Çünkü sol elini kullanıyor.
The first time is something is very special is here because she's using left hand. We're using right hand, she's using left hand, and that's going to be making the difference. But we're going to show you how to do it correctly.
Yani bunu düzeltmek aslında çok kolay değil.
It's not many people they will consider this and to correct it, and it's just not easy to correct it, but I know how to correct it.
Çünkü ben maşayı sağdan takıyorum ve dalgaları sola doğru kıvırıyorum.
As you can see, because he's right-handed, he put his the comb from the right to the left, and then when you wrap in, he's wrapping from right to the left as well. But when she's doing it, she's going to be doing opposite, and that's where the mistake will happen. So how can you correct that?
Daha önce denemedim. Ama yani böyle bir şey başıma gelmedi. Denemek isteyen kişinin sol elde çalışması. Ama böyle bir şeyle karşılaşıldığında şu anda bir mantık yürütüyorum. Onu çizerek göstermek istiyorum.
Now I'm going to show you how to correct this one and how to do it.
Örneğin benim yaptığım maşada, tam emin değilim sağ veya sol çektim ama diyelim ki ilk önce sola doğru başladı. Çünkü sola doğru çektim ya. Ve dalgalarım böyle olacak.
So because I have done my section this way, and my curls is going to fall that way as well. But when you do it with left hand, this is right hand person.
Sağ el, sol elle yapımında muhtemelen terse doğru gidecek.
And as you can imagine, when you do it left-handed, you're going to start doing opposite.
Çünkü ben böyle sardığım için o da bu
Yeah.
tarafa saracak için benimki bu tarafa gidecek, onunki o tarafa gidecek. Böyle bir durumda ne yapılabilir? Bilmiyorum, denemedim ama mantığı kullanıyorum.
So it's actually I never came across somebody who's doing that with me in same place for the first time. But obviously he has seen the people they do working with left-handed from all the hair.
Thank you.
But yeah.
My teacher. Şöyle başlamak lazım. Burada çok dikten başladık ya.
Yeah.
O zaman bunu daha kısadan başlamak, daha aşağıdan başlamak lazım.
Nasıl?
Yani.
So
Şimdi
he's
sağa
gonna
da sarsa, bu saç önce sağa gidip sonra sola gelecek. Okey. Şimdi o zaman burasını düz tutup
yeah, you hold the hair straight.
Hı. Bunu sağa doğru sardığımızda buradan buraya yakalayacak.
So if you just hold the root area straight and then wrap it around it, then the other one is going to fall on top of the hair.
Please put yeah, not from here, maybe. Okay? Please. First, you put from root side.
So you just giving that direction and you go from roots to the ends.
And we keep the hair straight. Okay? Okay.
Ends first.
First, the ends.
You can put the chair down, Papa.
Yeah, because she's short.
And then I'll run it.
Okay.
It's okay, don't worry. No, because you have to do according to the head shape.
She's enough though.
O şey tamam mı öyle yoksa dalga
Tamam.
öyle yaptı doğru mu?
Önce böyle yapıyoruz ya.
Tamam.
Okay, enough. Okay, I can.
So we start curling the ant hair first, and then smoothing the hair, taking the we're using our hands hydration, taking the elasticity from the hair, and then we're leaving around 2 inch from roots, and then she do it her way from left to the right. Before we was doing from right to the left.
Bir şey söyleyecektim, unuttum. Şeyi oldukça sıkı tutmaları lazım. Twist ederken.
When you twisting the hair, as much as you could or can, do it very tight and don't leave it loose. So tighten very well in your hands and more stronger, wrap it around it.
Feel it.
Şimdi o bayan, what time are you going to be out?
By half 12.
By half 12, 12.30'a kadar bitirebiliriz de.
Burası şimdi ben bırakacağım.
Tamam.
Oraya başlayacağım.
When we finish this course, leave it on, and then we start in your hair. It's only 2 minutes.
Oh.
I'm done.
Half an hour.
It's only 2 minutes job.
Okay.
Sorry, no?
No,
Okay, yeah.
Soru sorun var mı?
Maşa boyutsuz ve markası sorunu.
Maşa GHD maşası. Yok, evet. Şu anki kullandığı maşa GHD maşasıdır. What's the size? Is the size of this? They have the size. What's the number? The size of the GHDs. This is the small one. They have only 2 sizes. They have a medium and large. So this is the medium. Yeah. So now, can you imagine how much things you have learned in one section? So learn where to leave the hair 2 inches and how to start from the end. So really, one small things, you learn a lot from it.
Bu sprey sıkmanın amacı hani dipten uca doğru
Yeah.
tıklanın yapışması, parlak olması.
Yeah. So as we say before, the Frumesi Roche Me Out hairspray that would make the hair stiff and dry, especially when you're doing the hair up. So that will be giving more shine to the hair. You're doing from roots to the ends, so you're holding the spray this way, you're bringing it this way down, not on the hair straight, down from roots to the ends. You're sliding in and from underneath it as well, and that it will give more shine to the hair and hold better. As you can see, when he's wrapping around the tongue, he's never leave loose. He's doing very tight, very hard, very strong, and he's going around it.
Şu dipteki açı da çok önemli. Hep yere doğru paralel olması gerekiyor. Şurası.
As you can see, the roots, the way it's holding roots is very important. Not too high, but this is coming to the like a 45-degree angle. This is coming down, but all to be same angle. Not too high, not too low. That especially give volume to the hair when you're doing the hair up. Is give nice that soft volume, not too big, massive hair. So it's give nice volume to the hair. So let me ask the questions. Adnan abi, bu saçı yaparken maşa yaptığımızda bunun en büyük faydası tabii ki bir su dalgası yapacağız. Diğer büyük faydası nedir? Niye bu kadar diplere yakın bir şekilde gidiyoruz?
Dipten yapmamızın sebebi, çünkü burada çok gür bir saç var.
Tamam.
Eğer dibinde volüm vermezsek dipler çok ısık uçlarda çok kabarık durur. Genel total look'ta çirkin durur. Yani genel görüntüsünde burası basık, volüm burada olur, güzel gözükmez.
So I did ask, obviously we're going to do like a wave, the thin wave or some waves to the hair. Why is it important to give that same amount on the roots area and bring it down the same direction and same way, the 45-degree angle, and that must be not like a 3-inch, sometimes 2-inch. Why is this 1 inch, 1.5 inch? And he says because you don't want just to see the wave in the hair. You have to see that beauty of the wave is coming from roots to the ends.
Yeah.
That's why it's make much better for the hair.
Şimdi burada önler biraz kısa.
How much would you charge for something like this in a salon?
Ne kadar charge yaparsınız bunun salonda yapmanız için?
Bunu tabii biraz şeye göre değişiyor biliyorsun Türkiye'de. Nişan, düğüne göre değişiyor biraz biliyorsun.
Believe it or not, in Turkey, we doing same hair for different people, different price. For example, if you come in today, you're going just out for a party. Let's say it's like a £20.
Yeah.
For if you have a wedding,
Yeah.
and we suddenly that price is going triple
Yeah.
because you get married or you something.
Yeah.
So we charge the same hair because of the event. It can be changed.
Ama normalde bizim Türkiye'de biliyorsun fön fiyatları bu Avrupa'daki gibi değil, ucuz.
Yeah. The blow dry in Turkey is much cheaper than the European. Like for instance, in Europe, between the price of the haircut and the blow dry, maybe like 50% is the difference. Or in Turkey, maybe 70% is different. It's much different the price between the blow dry and the haircuts.
Ama böyle bir saç 3 blow dry fiyatı gibi.
In Turkey, this price will be 3 times to the blow dry. So that's how he will charge. Because the price is cheap, that's 3 times.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you do that 3 times here, it's going to be much expensive than the haircut. So maybe twice
Yeah.
than the blow dry. So wherever the blow dry, you charge 15, then will be £30.
Yeah.
Çünkü bu saçta ilk önce saçı belki bir o henüz dedim o. Ben de o yanmasın diye onu böyle koyuyorum. Buradakini, bu saçı çok fazla twist yapmadım. Çünkü burası çok kısa. İlk önce normal kıvırdım. Sonra hafif bir twist yaptım. Last section. Çünkü çok kısa.
Because the hair at the front is short, so he hasn't done too much twist, just he wrapped it around the hair. Yeah.
Bu tutamı biraz daha derin alıyorum ve biraz üçgene döndü. Şu şekilde.
Because the size is a little bit different way, it's like a triangle, so he took a little bit more deeper.
So does the wave always have to go that way then, when you're doing it? Or can you do it the other way? You know what the wave?
Yeah, but if you start from beginning,
Yeah.
from left to the right, then just do everything's the normal way from left to the right. For when somebody's working with your right and you're doing left, then that's the technique you'll be using.
Someone is getting married and someone comes for the makeup, you know for makeup, and he go for the hair, so you charge more for the hair, and someone is coming for the makeup.
Well, it's as we say, it's a different country. They have different way. But in Turkey, we do charge different price for the same people. If they have different event, different party, different wedding. If they get married by yourself, for instance, once when I get married, I went to the barber shop and had a haircut, and they're asking, they can like feel it, they can smell it. Something's special with you, and they says, "What are you doing today?" But you can't lie, and I says normally they would charge like just £5, I said, I'm getting married. So, oh, you're getting married, so you charge me £15. Just because he knows that you're getting married. But they know, they
yeah,
can
some
feel it.
people lie also. That no, we just want the person.
You can't lie.
But we can judge it.
They're judging it very well.
We
They're
also
judging
do
it.
that.
Yeah. They're judging it very well. When you lie, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bu tutamda da birçok saç boyu var.
Also, because this hair has a lot of layers inside and short hair, so he's not going to twist too much.
Bunun uçları çok daha önemli.
So the ends is really important in this hair.
Uçları bakın hep böyle düzeltiyorum.
So as you can see, he always move the end of the hair really, as much as the waves is important, the end of the hair to stay in nice curls is important as well.
Burada maşamı düz ayırma var. Buna böyle açıyla.
As when we say T to the section, so basically whatever you see the section, and if you take the comb down, it's become like a T. But in this occasion, he's taking a little bit angle, like diagonal section. So he's not taking T to the section. So sections here, well, he's taking his tongue different angle.
Şuradaki mesafeyi buraya da vermesi lazım.
So the same width you give into the front as well.
Böyle yaparsam, maşamı geriye doğru tutarsam dalga burada başlar. O yüzden bunu sanki şuradan şöyle yapıyorum.
So if you try to take this one to the ends here, then your wave is going to start from here. So that's why he's moving the wave forward, so to leave to the sides, so it's to not come backward to go to the side.
So is he styling it on the side or the centre part? How is that being styled?
Bunu ortadan ayırdığın için
Ortadan ayırmadım aslında. Hafif böyle soldan ayırdım.
bunu if you look, it's not exactly in the middle, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
little bit
slightly off centre.
off center.
Bu ayrımları aslında biz yüzün enerji noktalarına göre yaparız.
So the section is always based on the energy is coming from the face, where it's falling, and if that face is giving that energy here, basically if it's attracting more, that's where he's putting his party in that section. So it's the hand of the face shape and where the energy is coming from. I don't know what energy he's talking about.
Üç tane enerji noktası vardır yüzümüzde.
It says energy
Does
points
it mean
on the
like
face.
the most complement, like the feature point, the
It's a
focal
feature
point?
points, yeah,
The
yeah.
focal point, okay.
Focal point. It has 3
Yeah.
points on the face.
Cheeks,
Cheeks.
Yeah.
Şey çok eşit olmaz. Genelde bir taraf yukarıda.
Yeah.
Asymmetric.
Not even.
Yeah.
Usually it's not
Yeah.
even. It's,
O yüzden bütün yüzler asimetriktir.
yeah. So that's why all the faces are asymmetric. That's why you never see it even.
Yeah.
It's not.
Bu ikincisi dudak alt çizgisi.
The lips is on the lips.
Bottom
The
bottom.
bottom lips.
Yani göz alt çizgisi.
And the line underneath the eyes is important.
İki enerji noktası pozitif yani dudak alt çizgisi burada yukarıdaysa. Mesela ben giderken bir tarafa şöyle düşüyor. Bu enerji noktam burada düşüyor, burada çıkıyor alt çizgide.
Hangisi negatif, hangisi pozitif?
Bu negatif, düşen negatif,
Yeah.
yükselen pozitif.
Let's say it's the person who's talking or smiling and the one lips is dropping. So the drop inside is negative and the going up is positive. That's why you take from the positive side.
Elmacık kemiklerinde de aynı şekilde. Bir tanesi hafif yukarıdadır veya yukarıya doğru işaret eder. Yani yüz ya böyle yuvarlak gelir ya da böyle yukarı çıkar.
Yeah. So either the cheek is going to be high or either sometimes it's going to be pointed up.
Göz alt çizgisinde de aynı şekilde hafif gülümsediğinizde bu yukarıya doğru çıkan kısım pozitifi gösterir.
So when you, with line underneath the eyes, it's, again, when you smile, if it's pointing up, that's where the positive sign is showing.
On which side is the positive sign? You're putting the hair on that side.
So,
Or on the negative side.
Suppose you want to express the positive
Yeah,
side,
probably.
then you say behind and in the neck. Oh, I think more effective like this.
Duruma göre değişir.
So it's changed depend of the occasion to occasion.
Çünkü şöyle, çok full asimetrik yüzlerde 3 enerji noktası da tek taraftadır.
Positive enerjiler hep
Üçü aynı taraftaysa çok ciddi asimetri olur.
So if now obviously not everybody's positive side is in one side. Sometimes it can be opposite. But if you have all the negative in one side, positive in one side, your face will be dropped in one side and will be high in the other side, which is look very odd. And that's why it's based which one is more stronger, and he's explained that one.
Birçok yüzde de 2 tanesi bir tarafta.
And many in many occasions they have two positive sides in one side.
Şimdi burada kişinin istediği imaj çok önemli.
So the person, the one have a hair and the look is very important.
Çünkü enerji noktalarının yükseldiği taraftan saçınızı ayırırsanız daha güçlü gözüküyorsunuz.
If you have that positive side where it's showing you strongest part of your face, and if you put your hair up in that side, then it will show you more stronger, more powerful.
Fakat daha asimetrik gözüküyorsunuz.
But same times it will show more asymmetric.
Asimetri her zaman daha caziptir. Daha çok dikkat çeker.
Appealing.
Asymmetric is attracting more and is more pulling better.
Yani yamuk durur, dikkat çeker.
Yeah, maybe it's showing a little bit angle, but it's give more attention that people see.
İsterseniz enerjinizin yükselen tarafı değil, diğer taraftan saçınızı ayırabilirsiniz.
So as you can imagine, the part where you put in the hair is already given as a power is powerful energy is there as well. So if you feel like that energy is too much here, you can balance it by changing the energy to the other side, and that it will balance itself.
O zaman dengelersiniz.
Yeah.
Yani 3 tane enerji noktası bu taraftayken siz buradan ayırarak enerji bu tarafa alıp buradan bir düşen enerji yarattığınızda yüzü biraz balansa sokarsınız, dengelersiniz.
Especially if the person who has more than 2 points in one side, if you put the energies the other side, then it will balance the face in a much better way. It make more attractive.
Yani burada aslında balansa getirince o çekiciliğinizi kaybediyorsunuz. Daha güzel, daha simetrik oluyorsunuz. O çekiciliği kaybediyorsunuz.
Maybe it's look balanced, it's look nice, but at the same time, you lose a little bit that attraction of yourself as well. But you just become a little bit more natural.
Biz bu dengeli balans yapılan, harmoni yapılan ayrımlara biz anne yüzü diyoruz. Yani sevgi dolu, yumuşak balans, hani duygusal taraf, sensitive.
When we're balancing this kind of hair, become 2 point of energy, and the balance the other side was bringing. We call it like the mother figure. It look like just nice, loving person, a nice person, natural person, just loving person, mother creature. No, because the hair has more layers, we just do it natural. Well, so little bit twist, not too much, because they have too much layers. Hmm? Do I need to answer that question as well? No, just leave that one. Really, I don't like to hear that in the live video. Too embarrassing.
Bu eğer böyle tersten,
They says you have very nice boots.
Pensten saçlar çıkarsa aynı şekilde twist yaparak sarıyoruz. Parmağımızda yine twist yaparak sarıyoruz. Şu açılmıştı. Tekrar sardım. Yine o twistini yaparak.
So let's say if the hair has dropped, come out from the pin or pants or whatever, and you want to put it back, twist the hair as normally you would twist it in the first place and put it back as it should be. Don't just put it back from there. So twist it nicely and put it back same way. Now, this lovely curly hair, we're going to be showing you something special here.
Below, in bigger space. I'll put number 6 and 7 in.
6,
And 7.
yeah. Ali hazırda 6 ve 7 olarak kullandı. 6 ve 7. What is it exactly?
6 and 7, the smoother and the oil.
İçinde oil var ve krem gibi az bir şey. He used the Promazine Morphosis oil. It's a sublime, pure oil. It's really taking the frizziness from the hair. Yeah. Sorusu olan var mı?
Burada uçlara iyice serum sürüyorum çünkü çok kıvırcık bir saç.
Pardon, biz şu an kimseyi canlı olarak kabul edemiyoruz çünkü
Kim?
Evet.
Şimdi size farklı bir fön çekme tekniği göstereceğim. Bu fön bir farklı bir fön çekme tekniği göstereceğim. O kırık fönü göstereceğim.
Now, he has created one blow dry a long time ago. Kaç sene önce bunu yapmışsınız?
22-23 sene önce.
Around 20-23 years ago, he has created this blow dry, and since then, he's going to show you today. And since then, he that kind of brush has been created for that kind of blow dry as well. And he's going to show you how to do that. It's going to make difference. So, that's the magic blow dry. Yeah. So, bunu satıyor musunuz?
Valla birkaç tane getirdim aslında. Nöbeleri çok istemiştim. Birkaç tane burada isteyenlerden alabilirler.
Eğer isterlerse ne kadardır fiyatı?
Şu büyüğü 22 pound, küçüğü 20 pound.
So he has only few brushes. He didn't bring too many with him. But if anybody wanted to buy, the smaller one is £20 and the bigger one is £22.
Bu fırçaların özelliği, bu diğer plastik aksamlı fırçalara göre çok daha uzun süre kalıyor. Çünkü şu plastik zamanla ısıdan özelliğini kaybediyor fakat ağaç kaybetmiyor ve şöyle çıkmıyor.
So the beauty of this brush, the woods around the metal, it doesn't get melt or doesn't get softened, so the brush will stay inside for a long time. So the plastic one is getting, because of the head rises heat is so strong, so it melts in the plastic and that's become loose and then it fall away. So this one will stay longer.
It's only put oil on her hair, as no you can put anything else.
Michaela has used the Oriflex 7 and 6 and 7, which has smooth and also they have like oil in it. And then we had to put some pure oil from Mazes Morphosis.
Öncelikle saçı güzelce şöyle fırçalıyorum. Çok kıvırcık olduğu için.
As you can see, we brush the hair a couple of times before the hair dryer, use the ends, smoothing the hair, and then we start to blow dry the hair.
Çok kıvırcık olduğu için hiç kurutmadım saçı.
Because the hair is very curly, he never blast blow dried it. He just kept it because she was there for around 10 minutes, so the hair, it took like a 15-20% the damp, so he still has 80% of damp inside the hair.
hafif böyle biraz düzelttikten sonra
After you don't cover that smooth with brush,
fırçayı hafif böyle bir üçgen şekilde koyuyorum.
you put your brush diagonal
Ve şöyle atıyorum.
from roots and you bring the hair this way and you bring the hair second time and you bring in the tip to the brush. As you can see, the smoothness is instant. It's straight away, it's getting very smooth. Yeah, that's right. Also, the one thing you wouldn't see, most of us, when we use the hair dryer, we put our finger on here. He doesn't put the finger on there. The tension, you wouldn't see the current hair is not moving back and forth. Because sometimes people are putting the hair finger on the brush, pulling the hair. You're pulling the scalp, the hair is going backwards. So you hardly see the person is moving. So the tension is very, very low.
What heat have you got that at? What
High,
heat?
high
High
heat.
heat and speed.
Yeah. High heat, high speed. Boom.
Saçı hep aynı açı, fırçayı hep aynı açıyla kullanıyorum.
As you can see, when you put the diagonal, the brush from beginning till the end, until you finish that blow dry, always to keep blow dry brush same angle.
Hep böyle çekip tekrar sarıyorum. Ve şu anda dikkat edin, başka bir şey ekleyeceğim yaptıklarıma.
So he always doing same way. Now he's going to add something else.
Çeviriyorum.
So he's turning around. As you can see, the hair is moving. Now he's going to twist and move it, twist, move it, twist, move it, and
İsterlerse şu kısmı
And then-
tekrar ısı tutabilirler.
and then if you want to, you can leave the heat on the hair again, but he didn't. He just left it. Hasan abi ses gitmiş diyor. Ses geliyor mu?
Biraz bekliyoruz soğuması için.
Ses yok diyor.
Tekrar açıp kapatın, kaydetmeyin ama. Bu tip saçlarda açarken şöyle yapmıyoruz.
You don't brush it out with your fingers, you know, if you do this type of blow drying.
Daha çok bu şekilde elimizle üstten yaparak dalgasını sabitliyoruz. Çok açtığımız zaman
You're losing it.
frizzy bir hali oluyor.
If you take it too many feet inside there, you make it very freezy.
Şöyle yapabilirsiniz.
So you can just gently bring the hair down and lift a little bit hair from inside to give that shape.
Şimdi mesela burada çok düzelttim. Biraz daha ince fırçayla şimdi yapacağım.
Now he made it too smooth. Now he's going to use a small brush to give more better weight.
Soğuması önemli.
So it's very important to cool down.
Burada burada bir tek bir şey yapmayın. Saçı çok geniş almayın. Daha dik alabilirsiniz.
The one thing don't do, try to not take too